What's good? It's your boy JayThat'sMe. We are going to get into TNA Impact from August the 28th, 2025, an okay show. Next week's show will be live, and that should be a fun time. We are 4.5 weeks away until Victory Road, the final pay-per-view before Bound for Glory. And we actually got some Bound for Glory implications on this show, which is pretty okay. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night. Mike Santana and Steve Macklin. They defeat AJ Francis and Trick Williams, a.k.a. First Class Trickin'. And Mike Santana actually rolled up Trick Williams. Now, this seems kind of odd, but it does make sense. So, good stuff there. Post-match, Trick Williams attempted to attack Mike Santana. Mike Santana got out of dodge and attacked Trick Williams, who sold it very well and everything, which is kind of funny. So, good shit right there. Good stuff. Moving on, this leads us into Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander. They were interviewed by Gia Miller. Cedric says that he requested a match with the Hardyz tonight because he respects Leon Slater and the Hardyz. Plus, he wants to take the tag team titles tonight, so that's fine. I was thinking that Cedric was going to turn heel, but sadly, he's not. They're going to keep him a true blue babyface, which is fine, but I do see him turning heel in a little while. Moving on. Eric Young, his sorry ass is still on the show. He defeated Myron Reed. Myron Reed is really good. Eric Young is utter shit. This is the problem with TNA. Why are they still pushing guys that don't matter? Eric Young does not matter. Eddie Edwards, Moose, Brian Myers, Frankie Kazarian, and others that are still used on this show are bringing TNA down. It's time to move on from these dinosaurs. It's time to move on. I don't want these guys as producers or anything. Move them to basically Scott D'Amore's promotion, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. That's where most of these guys should be at. So Eric Young, he defeats Myron Reed. And that's because one of the guys from the Northern Armory got involved in everything. Who cares? Eric Young wins via the power driver. I don't care about this shit. Moving on. So Danny Luna, she's backstage. She explains why she turned heel. So she says that she's had time to think about it. She's had a week to think about her actions and how the whole world is talking about it. Danny Luna says that Indy Hartwell took her chance from her. Danny Luna says she's done being quiet and passed by. Danny Luna says she's out of limbo, whatever that means. But that makes sense, I guess. Heel Danny Luna could be interesting if it's done right. So I do like it. Indy Hartwell, she's okay, but she should not be the main focal point of the Knockouts division, especially on the babyface side. I would give that honor to either Masha Slamovich, Zia Lee, aka Ling Lee Lee or whatever, or Mara Sade. So either of those three. But Indy Hartwell, hell no. Nope. Moving on. This leads us into Ash by Elegance and the Elegance brand. They were backstage. So Ash says that she saved TNA by winning the TNA Knockouts title at NXT Heatwave. Ash says that she saved the title from being in the hands of the enemy, aka Fatal Influence / NXT. Ash says the Elegance era has begun. Ash says she wants to hold a celebration next week on Impact. So that's cool there. Again, Ash by Elegance winning last weekend was the right call. It makes perfect sense. I would imagine in due time, maybe Masha Slamovich is going to be probably a 2-time knockouts world champion. And basically Ash is just being in that transitional role. And most transitional champions don't last but about either let's say a month to about at best 4 months. So that's probably what's going to happen to her. She could very well lose it at Victory Road, which I would imagine that's where she's going to lose it anyway. It makes sense, because I doubt she's going to go into Bound for Glory as the TNA Knockouts World Champion. It's not going to happen. It wouldn't make any fucking sense. I mean, again, Bound for Glory is TNA's WrestleMania. Why the hell would they bring in a comedy character, which is what Ash is, as their Knockouts World Champion? It's not going to happen. And especially with TNA trying to get a TV deal, not going to happen. No, that was just done just to, be done. So the celebration should be fun. Moving on. The Inspiration, Cassie Lee, she defeated Jasmine Nix. So that's fine there. Match was okay. Doesn't really matter. She wins via the Fatalizer. Pretty cool name. And it's an okay finisher as well. But the name is cool. I like that. The Fatalizer. I really do like that. That's a really creative name there. Moving on. So we get some more TNA injury report news. So Indy Hartwell, she's been cleared after her attack from last week, which is lame. Indy should have been out for at least a week or two. At least a week. JDC, he's out with a head injury, and we don't know when he's going to be back. I think they said that he's going to be out indefinitely. I'm thinking that maybe Fandango could be done with TNA, maybe. I don't know. It all depends. We'll have to wait and see how shit plays out. Then everybody else in the main event for later on in the show is basically cleared. Moving on. So Trick Williams, he's backstage. He's on the phone with either AJ Francis or Rich Swann, claiming to have been assaulted by Mike Santana after the tag match from earlier on today, which was hilarious. Earlier on in the night. Trick Williams tells the person on the other end that he needs him at the arena. So that's pretty funny. I guess he was talking to his lawyer, so good stuff there. Moving on. Ryan Nemeth, he shows up. He says that his big brother, Nick Nemeth, is going to be back in TNA next week. So Eddie and Alicia Edwards, they show up from the system. Their starry asses show up. She says the system has had a new attitude. Alicia says the fans are wanting for someone to shut Ryan Nemeth up. Alicia says Eddie will fight Ryan right now. Then Eddie nails him with a chop, and then he says that Santino Marella made the match official. So whatever, who cares? Eddie Edwards defeats Ryan Nemeth. I don't give a shit about this. This was a good 5 minutes. It felt like it was like 45 minutes. I am so sick and tired of Eddie Edwards and the system and all these other bums. Please get these fuckers off television. Please, enough is enough. Moving on. Gia Miller interviews Indy Hartwell. Indy says she's okay from last week's attack by Danny Luna. Indy says that she's always appreciated Danny Luna, and she won't back down from her. So Santino Marella, he shows up. He says that it's going to be Indy Hartwell and Jody Threat next week. The number one, and they're going to be. The winner. The winner of that match is going to be the new number one contender at, I guess, Victory Road. So Danny Luna, she shows up. She complains about the announcement, And Indy convinces Santana Morel to make it a triple threat match, in which he does. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Moving on. So we see highlights of Joe Hendry. He's facing The Miz at a WWE live event in England. That's cool there. So it seems like it really does seem like Joe Hendry is probably WWE bound. I would imagine either by the end of this year or early next year, he's going to be full WWE. The writing's on the wall for Joe Hendry and TNA. That's just, what it is. I'm serious about that, too. And I love me some Joe Hendry. He's great. He's great. So, basically, Eric Young, he attacked Joe Hendry from behind and laid him out. His sorry ass says that he knows what the truth is. Eric Young says the cleanse is coming. And he tried to warn everyone. So, whatever. I don't care about this shit, man. Fuck Eric Young. Waste of fucking time. Tasha Steelz defeats Mara Sade with the help of the Order 4. They got involved. So, post-match, the Order 4, they attacked Mara Sade, a.k.a. Jakar Jackson. Agent Zero lands a nasty clothesline on her, which is awesome. The Hardyz come out to make the save. Okay. This sets us up for our main event. The Hardyz, they defeat Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater. They retain via the Swanton Bomb. The match was pretty okay. And then the closing segment of the evening, which was Trick Williams. So he shows up with his lawyer. Trick says that TNA is not a top class wrestling promotion, as the promotion is a crime scene. Trick Williams says his lawyer is here to contest the unstable working conditions in TNA, which was hilarious. So Santana Morella, he shows up, and then he confronts Trick Williams about his 50-day clause for defending the title. And then Santana Morella says Trick Williams will defend the title at Bound for Glory. So the lawyer, he interrupts and he threatens Santana Morella with legal action, and then Santino attacks him with the Cobra, and Trick Williams bounces out, and that was the end of the show. That was funny there, so cool stuff there. All in all, the show was okay. Again, I hate the fact that TNA is still relying on these bums as Eric Young and Eddie Edwards and all these other clowns. Move on from these bums, please. But I do like the fact that they are setting up Trick Williams and Mike Santana at Bound for Glory, and that should be fun. I'm loving the Ash by Elegance, the Elegance brand stuff. That's cool there. So, yeah. But TNA was okay this week. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.